right now, but all of these things are oversold. With that said, I do want to point out that I do think that we are a little short term oversold and that we could have a decent little rally. So, what I'm going to look for is just a short term trade of base betting on this NASDAQ is going to go up. I'm going into these micros. If I buy this contract outright and just be directional, completely directional, it's going to require some buying power of $1,100. But, it's not going to require this is the commissions. You're not buying anything. It's no time decay with when you buy a futures contract. These are the fees, so it's not too bad. You're just paying basically 147, and then you got the buying power that you have to hold this position. But if I did this and I decided to go out 15 days and I covered my downside some, let's just say I decided that I was going to buy the um, buy the 11 this 47 delta here. Well, if I did that, you can see that it changes the buying power scenario, right? It changes the buying power scenario, and then if this jumps up, I can make a decent amount. I think we are way oversold to the downside, at least short term. I do believe we're going a little lower, and I just hope it's not today or tomorrow or next week. But this S&P 500 needs to be at 38, basically 38.40 to um, hit 20% down. That would be a technical bear market for Wall Street. And I think maybe we can start slowing down because the NASDAQ has already hit 30% down. The Russell's already hit 30% down. So maybe this S&P 500 will, once it hits 20%, maybe we're very, very close to a bottom, or at least we have a major rally to the upside for a while, and maybe we see the lows a little later, like we did in, I think we saw the lows in February, then we rally back up, and then obviously we're seeing lows again now. So I would like to play this type of trade, and I'm just want to see where the low is for the NQ today. It was about 11,693, and right now that's about 50 points away. So that's pretty much the low. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna buy this option first, and then we're gonna buy the future, and then we're gonna just play a little short day trade with this, betting that this is going to go up, right? So it's because we're a little oversold, but this is gonna protect me to the downside. Okay, it's gonna protect me to the downside some. So I'm gonna buy that. I'm gonna put it in at the mid over here, see if we can get filled. We're gonna send that, and if we get filled, then we're going to buy the go to the working here. We're going to buy the futures contract and see how that plays out. So in this case, it's not getting filled yet, and let's see if we just bring this up just a tiny bit, because that was the mid, and they're not filling you on mids these days. Let's go to 94. See if they'll fill us there. All right, so they did. So we're gonna buy this right away, and we're gonna send that. And so there we go, right? So we got this micro future on, and what we're doing is betting that that's going to go up. This is the micro future here. We're a little down on it now because we didn't try to get a great price on the actual futures price. It wasn't a big difference. You can get in and out of those pretty quickly. So we'll see how it plays out. We're gonna let that go for while we're on this call. I don't encourage anyone to do that with me. This is definitely a directional play, and we'll see how it plays out. Obviously, we just went a little lower since we did that little trade, and we got an hour and a half before the market closes, and we seem to be building steam to the downside. Once again, I believe we're oversold. All right, so let's jump into a few things here, and I mentioned that I would help people today. So let's see, if you need some help, please unmute your mic and present it, and say you need some help, and we'll see if we can help you this afternoon.
Oh, Brian?
Hey, Zena.
Yeah, can you help me?
We're doing some really crazy dropping now. It just doesn't make a lot of sense anymore. But that's the market we're in. So what you have to do is you have to take off risk. Let's say your buying power is messed up or you're nervous about your positions, take off 25% of everything at one point. That can help. Or you can, um, you have to think about selling the opposite side. So a lot of you have a lot just the put side on still. If you add that opposite side, it can really change your deltas a lot, which will change the the whole account. So so if you don't have anything on the other side, consider adding something to the 15 delta. If you have a naked put on, add a naked call to the 15 delta. That would really change your your situation at that point. Um, so what I mean by that, let's just say that you had on something in Apple, right? And I just say, for example purposes, you had 36 days to go, and you had on a naked put, and your naked put is becoming a problem. Say it's a 39 delta or whatever, right? Because this is brutal, right? This is absolutely brutal. We're just It's just selling crazy now. All right, so one of these days, I mean, one any second now, the market is going to reverse and have some big up move, I think, because ugh, it's just they're just selling now. But anyway, that's the this is the position here, right? It's a 39 delta. You're long 39 deltas. If you go over here and let's say you sell this, that will change the game a little bit for you. You can even go a little higher and outside of the expected move. I mean, just stay out of that expected move. Sell this here. That will change your deltas. So you'll go from 39 to about 20 deltas, give or take, right? So you just cut your deltas in half that way, and that will help your account significantly because direct delta measures your directional risk. So when you're changing your deltas, that's how you change your directional risk. But because I sold that, I bought that put. It allows me to do that type of day trade that we did. If you wasn't on the call yet, we did a micro future kind of swing trade. I kind of You can call it a day trade. We can get out in a day, but I call it a swing, betting that okay, the market is down a lot today. It's been down several days in a row. We're gonna have a decent pop up, and I'll make a little profit on it, and then I'll take it off. I've been doing that a few times. We've been successful with the last few times doing it. We'll continue to try to do it. Um, when I think, but it's really technically everyone, just like I was saying regarding the feeling when we're talking to Rob about if what do I think is the day going to be up or is it going to be down? Well, statistically, probabilistically, it's only a 50-50 shot, right? Over time, it's that's where it's going to be, right? Because it can either be up or down. That's a coin flip, and so normally that's going to be the case over time. You might go to a streak that you're doing really well, but you can flip a coin, and land on heads 10 times in a row. Doesn't mean that you know what you're doing with that flipping that coin. It's eventually going to come back to 50-50. All right, so um, I wanted to point out we almost had a chance to get out of, if we wanted to, just a really quick, or what do you call it, um, um, scalp. A scalp is like an intraday trade. You can see that we're only down $24 now. It was at one point 50 something. But the thing is the reason why we buy a put that helps to the downside, and then obviously we want it to go up. It's long delta, as you can see, it's long almost two deltas here. So you want it to go up, but if it falls, then that's a problem. And obviously we got a little falling going on, but we're going to let this play out, betting that tomorrow we're going to open up, or sometime we're going to have a big move. If I can't get out of this by the next 45 minutes, I'm going to have to wait for tomorrow, because sometimes at night these micro options it's just not tradable with this volatility going on recently. But we'll see. So what I wanted to show you guys is that little trade that we did. This is just an intraday scalp. We just got $94 on it before fees and commissions, and the fees are insignificant, as you guys mentioned, because we were betting that this was going down too much, right? And just a gut feel. I'm not trying to get a lot. I'm just trying to scalp a little bit and get some. And if I had to wait overnight, I would have, but it gave me my chance to get out now. So why not get out now, right? So that's um, a quick little $94. All right, so and I know I said don't do it with me because I didn't want to feel like if it didn't work for you that it's bad, and I don't know your buying power situation and all that kind of stuff. So and is actually getting better now. I could have waited, but I'm not greedy. I can take what I can get.